And there we go. Good morning. Excuse me. I've been trying to clear my throat enough to talk for the last 5 minutes, and it's not been going so well. I was going to stream with 3 of 12 and a couple of other people yesterday, but I woke up feeling like crap, so I was basically not in action yesterday. I think it's seasonal allergies. My mother told me there was a huge pollen dump that came through, and I'm not sick, but I took a Benadryl yesterday. It helped a little bit, but man, I can still barely breathe today, and I feel like crap. But I'm going to do a morning walk video anyway. I'm going to do at least that this week, and here we are. Here we are in this beautiful, unfortunately bright morning for me, but fortunate for others because I know people love the sun. But it is a gloriously beautiful day today coming out of the wealthy people neighborhood here. Everything just looks glorious. Nice clear sky, which again, not good for me, but you know, still beautiful to look at. And beautiful, lush, early summer, late spring foliage. It's a wonderful day, wonderful day. So, blast shield time. So, what do I want to talk about this morning? There's not a lot on my mind. I still have a terrible neck and headache. I'm not in the best of moods, but so I was laying in bed last night and this morning, reading the Old Testament as I often do, just looking for something, looking for meaning. In Ezekiel 44 something, 44, 21, 23 maybe, there's a verse in there that says, "Teach my people to know the profane from the holy. Teach my people to know the clean from the uncleans." And the verse got me thinking. So I put the Bible down after I read that, and I got to thinking. The Hegelian or Schmittian friend-enemy distinction type of stuff goes back a long way, because obviously Old Testament stuff was written really long time ago, like 2,000 years ago, and whoever was behind that, whether you believe it's God and divinely inspired or just wise elders trying to enshrine what works, there was already a need for a dichotomy of good and bad, friend-enemy distinction. And I think that has served Jews well over the years. Now, I know that the Jews we have now are not the Jews of back then. I get that. I know that. But what we are building, whether it's the white well-being community, whether it's a political bloc, whether it's a good community or you're making a new church, that's really good wisdom, is you have to have some litmus test, some binary lens that you look through at everything with. Is this good or is this bad? Is this evil or is this divine? Is this healthy or is this poison? And I think that one of the things that the Enlightenment has done to us is sort of loosen that natural pushback of, oh, is this good? If it's not, then it's bad, and I need to get rid of it. We, in modernity especially, but looking back even a couple hundred years ago, people were already starting to be like this, of where this sort of, not just with morality, but just with everything, but we'll use morality, like the moral gray area of things being, maybe it's okay, or, well, I don't really agree with that, but who am I to judge? I don't think that kind of sentiment works well for us. I think that kind of sentiment opens you up for not just mental, but physical and even spiritual harm. And I think that's why so many of us that are dissidents look to extreme ideologies or extremes in religion. Because I like the shine of extreme things now when I didn't used to. And I think it's because I realize just how hollow or empty or open to attack the way that society wants us to think and be. They want us to be tolerant of everything. They want us to be tolerant of poison and degeneracy and rampant sex and child mutilation and all this other garbage. And terminating fetuses. There's another good one that's been around for generations now. They want us to be okay with that. They want us to say, yeah, killing babies in the womb, that's fine. Just don't worry about it. Don't think about it. That's fine. Like, you'd have to go back like 100 years. Just 100 years. And that would be absolutely unthinkable and appalling to like 95% of people. There's a vehicle coming, but I'm not going to cut it out. I'm just going to keep rolling today. Oh my God, I can barely breathe. I better turn around. I gotta head back already. Man, it's bright today. So that verse really stuck out with me. Teach my people the difference between the profane and the divine, between the clean and the unclean. That's a good dichotomy. And the reality of that is today almost everything is unclean, unholy, disgusting. Like, it doesn't take very long to turn on TV, to turn on YouTube and watch the ads that come up, to look at the posters on the wall where you work, and you just see evil. There's not a better word for it. You see the face of evil. You see propaganda that wants you to either hate your own race, or hate your own sex, or hate your own gender, or not have children, or dislike children, or even worse, become transgender. Embrace transgender. And we have some ducks. Good morning, ducks. Hi, ducks. How are you guys today? Hi, guys. Well, that was a cute little aside. Bye-bye, ducks. So that's what you see on TV. That's what you see on commercials. That's what you see on posters at work. Everywhere. Like, I turned on NPR in the car the other day just to listen to them. It wasn't like NPR was 15, 20 years ago, back when I used to listen to it. They were talking about transgenderism and the difference between male and female and how it's blurred and how it doesn't matter like it used to. And I'm just like, this is what's on NPR now. I mean, I guess that goes to show you that it's always been a slippery slope with pretty much everything. And the slippery slope still remains the undefeated champion of sensible talking points. Still, to this day, the undefeated champion. So, we have to create in our lives a dichotomy of, is it bad? Cut it out. Excise it. Get rid of it. It's why I don't watch the stuff I used to watch. It's why I don't listen to the stuff I used to listen to. And it's not just a product of going free. I was already doing this like a decade ago. I was already starting to. But now in the last 3 or 4 years, since I've been taking this whole war that we're in seriously, man, I am a completely different person when it comes to what I listen to, who I talk to, the kind of things I choose to read and look at. And I think you should do that too. Does it hurt a little at first? Yeah. Because it's like I'm missing this giant part of me. But it was a bad part. It was a diseased part, but I miss it. It will be like if you had a life-threatening illness and they had to cut off your leg or something. You'd miss it forever, but at least you'd be alive and healthier. That's sort of how I view all of the things about me I've had to sacrifice in this war. And so, I think it's still good and we need to do it. So, in your life, maybe create some kind of mental dichotomy, some litmus test you apply to everything. I like the go free method because I am very racially conscious and I think that race is the most important missing piece of the culture war puzzle. And so I focus on race a lot. Maybe you're not like that, but to me, everything I think about is this promoting the mental spiritual cancer of anti-whiteism? Is it in any way? And if it is, I cut it out. Cut it out. Whether it's a video game, whether it's something I'm going to read, whether it's something my husband wants to watch on TV. And he gets pissy at me sometimes over this. But that's just what it's like. Like, sometimes people in your family are not going to be on the same page with you. Now, be gentle with them. I don't want you to browbeat everybody around you or you're going to be alone and miserable. But you have to take a stand. You have to decide what you are going to allow your mind and spirit to be exposed to. And things that are bad, you should just cut out. And there's plenty of stuff out there that you can enjoy still. Like, we watch a lot of old movies, like from the 60s to the 80s. Almost no anti-whiteism in them at all. Some of them. Some of them chock full of it. But some of them are pretty healthy, good stuff. Like, especially fantasy movies, certain science fiction stories. They're still pretty cool. There's a lot of good old Oh, hi, buddy. I got surprised by a big old dog. Hi. No, you're wet and gross. Get off me. But you look like a sweetheart. Yes. Hi, buddy. All right, I'm going to go over here and finish my video now. Lots of videos today, or lots of animals today. Bye-bye. I gotta go. You can walk with me if you want. Just don't jump on me again. You're wet and gross. I think he's been playing in the pond back there. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yes. So there are things you can still do. Old magazines, old comic books, and of course, new stuff being made. David Bizarchives release a bunch of good stuff. You got people in the White Art Collective making a bunch of good stuff, not paused, not anti-white. That's great. And I'm sure there are hundreds of others making quality things that you can go find too that aren't part of the sickness. So I think we'll leave it there today. I'm getting a little winded, getting a little out of breath. I'm having to breathe through my mouth because my nose is all clogged. And I think that's it. I've shared some hopefully useful, applicable wisdom and knowledge. And oh, I can take my sunglasses up now. And man, I hope I feel better, but I feel like somebody hit me with a bus. I've not been doing well the last 24 hours. Hopefully I get over it and feel better this weekend. I will definitely be back for more Discordant Dragons this coming Monday night. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Love yourself. Love your people. Go free. Have a great week. Bye-bye.